bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase up the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase.
And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Reset. 19, 54, 64. Let's go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. On 2nd and 9, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Reset. 19, 56.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Reset. 19, 55.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check safety, check safety.
Here's Watson, option left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 16-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Working from the gun, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready?
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, this is just the 5th all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here, taking place in Week 1. And they have split the previous 4 meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
There's Brees. The open man is Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
The Saints spent a 3rd-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Good. Ready.
To throw is Brees. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready. Yellow lady. Drop deep. Right, Roger. Come me. 3 down.
Now Brees. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Ready. You ready?
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Ready, set.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Flush to his right. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. from 6 yards away as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big run there by Johnson. 65 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
From the red zone now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Undercut. I 59. I 31. Down him, go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Ted Ginn Jr. Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
36. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And an alley to run. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 54 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. Gets past one man. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Watson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Demario Davis, who was the Saints' leading tackler in his first year in New Orleans, in on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That second down play nets a -4. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. from the gun. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, Harris. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Bree's going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And the Saints, first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 12-yard line.
Ready? 12, 12, 12. 5-8, 5-8. Man up, D. Man up, D. 23.
And Thomas has it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Now Breeze. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
It's going to be a long day. 41's coming.
Breeze now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Boom! That's all day.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So we're at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Alert.
Watson now to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Johnson the intended target, and it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Check, check. To the car. To the car.
Check three, check three, check one. 47's the mic.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going for it all. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. J.J. Watt, his second sack of the night.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Breeze now to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now, following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Great. 95-56. 95-56.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Let's look to add the extra point. Pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder, puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson, off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. To throw again. He finds his man Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Watson now, operating from the gun. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Watson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Johnson. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
Under 10, 10.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Saints 24, Texans 20. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? You ready? Check 41. Ricky, back.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Tonight.
Now Breeze on third down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
That's 24. That's 24. Down and go. Down and go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 31. Alert, alert. Out, we go.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball?
47's the Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. I'm on.
20 points down, he's coming. Down and look.
Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Harris now to return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
At the 32-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Coming this way, here we go.
Now Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
I'm coming after you.
To throw is Breeze. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
.46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Jones on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. Harris to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. And Kamara has it stripped, and the Texans scoop it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners. Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary. That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And it's caught. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on third down, Breeze. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On first down, it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 27-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Watson now to throw. On the left side, this is Stills. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This is Stills on the jet sweep. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brings up third down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. I 47's the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Stop. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So a big one coming here for Kaimi Fairbairn. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin.